That is exactly right. For the first time in a while, at least that I've seen, there is an extremely simple way to make money online without showing your face on camera, without putting your voice on video, without having to create videos. Okay, a lot of times, when people talk about being able to make money online without having to show their face, it typically involves creating videos, right? Remaking videos or repurposing other people's videos, or creating them from scratch yourself using stock images and all that. But now we're not going to be messing with any of that. Okay, this is a way to make money online without showing your face, like I said earlier, without having to put your voice on camera, without having to create videos yourself, right? So the first two things, no face, no voice, a lot of people like that because, they want to be anonymous, right? Or they don't want friends, family to know that they're starting to do this thing online for whatever reason, which is totally fine, right? But then there is the other hurdle of having to create videos and all that type stuff, right? That's a little bit more tedious. um, People just don't, people prefer not to have to do that. I can't tell you how many times I've seen online where people are asking if there's a way to make money online without posting or without creating videos and all that type of stuff. Well, with this method I'm about to tell you about, you still have to post, right? Except you're just not going to be posting videos, okay? This is with simple text, right? This is a way to make money online just writing. And we're not talking about writing long blog posts and SEO and all that type of stuff. None of that. All that goes out the window, right? This is just basically people are doing this with little pieces of text, just writing their thoughts, quotes, sayings, all that type of stuff, right? On pages using the Threads app, right? Threads is Instagram's version of X, right? Formerly Twitter, right? For those of you who've been around on my channel for a while, you'll know that I have been talking about this quite a bit, okay, in my most recent videos, okay? And there's a good reason for it. I need you guys, and for anybody that's interested in making some money online, if you've been one of those that has been struggling to make money online for the longest, right, and everything you try never seems to work, this is one of those that is going to be, I really, really believe, can make the biggest difference, right? Can really, everybody, including myself, I'm sure I've talked about things in the past where I was like, all right, maybe this is going to be the thing, or it, right? Well, I haven't necessarily said that. Maybe I've told you about new different ways to make money online. Those are things that have been around, whether it's, like I always stress the importance of list building, okay? With this, right, with what I'm talking about, you can use it to build your own email list, right? And make money, with email marketing if you want to, which is what I'm going to be doing anyway. Or if you don't even want to do that, you can just make money online by posting and then linking directly to whatever affiliate product that you have, right? You don't even have to create a landing page for now anyway, right? Because a lot of these social media platforms, typically they don't like, just straight raw links, right? And especially affiliate links, right? But not Twitter, Threads, for the time being, at the time of this recording, what makes that platform extremely fantastic for people wanting to get started with affiliate marketing and making money online, is that this is probably easily the lowest barrier to entry that I have seen in a long time, right? And this is my feeling, right? I predict at some point, they're gonna rein things in a little bit. Right now they're just leaving things open because obviously the platform is a little bit newer. They want more people to use it, right? But this is a sign that now it's growing, right? Because before they were paying people to just post on the platform, right? If your threads or your posts that you put on Threads got met certain metrics, right, you would just get paid, just like YouTube's YouTube partner program, okay? they had their Threads bonus program where they were just paying people to post, okay, just to post. Like if you amassed enough of a following and your post, even without a following, right, if you put in like if you had a viral post that a lot of people were sharing or viewing, liking, and getting tons of views, you would get, you could get paid, right? Now they've pulled that, which tells you that the platform is growing, right? They've done what they've needed to do to grow the platform, right? Get the engagement, the interaction that they wanted, right? They've done everything, all right? So now they've gotten enough people to where they have decided, okay, now they're going to stop paying people just to post, okay? But they're going to start monetizing with ads, right? They're going to be enabled, they're going to start rolling ads on the platform, which I know is one of the things that a lot of people liked about Threads, is the fact that, like, it was just a place to come, communicate. It's like Twitter, right? But without the ads and all that type stuff. So, I mean, the platform, they got to make money somehow, right? But anyway, that right there, right? The fact that now that they're allowing people to post, but they're still allowing people to just post all kinds of links, is an opportunity for a time being, which I predict might not necessarily last for a long time. So what I'm telling you is, go ahead and take advantage of this right now while you can, okay? If you're one of those who are, like if you're an absolute beginner, never made money online, and you want to start, you want a relatively quick way to get going, right? A very, 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 very quick way to get going and starting to make some money. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, like, how do you do it? You're probably wondering, like, okay, Christian, am I just gonna jump on Threads and what am I gonna post and all that type of stuff, okay? Well, that is where the guide that I have linked below in this video is gonna come in handy, right? That's the first link in the description below this video, right? Go check that out, okay? Go ahead and get started with that, because that's the exact same guide that I've gotten for myself, okay? And I've been using to learn how to use the platform, just to speed up my learning curve, right? And start seeing some quicker growth, right? I've started growing on the platform. I just recently finally crossed 100 followers, right? I have over that now, right? But it was taking me a while before, because more so because I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just, going to trial and error, and I figured it was cheap. It was cheap enough to go ahead and, get some kind of guidance, right? To speed things up. And the reason I went ahead and did it is because I've seen so many other people right now, up to so thousands, literally in the thousands. Well, there's 4,500 people that have actually gotten the same guide, 4,500 plus that have gotten this same guide in the description below, and I see tons of them on Threads making money, right? Following the training that's inside the program, okay, inside the guide, right? So I would highly encourage you to go ahead, get started with that, okay? Get started with that and see what you need to start doing to grow the program. Now, if you're one of those that has even wanted to grow, grow on Instagram, so here's the interesting part, right? Because the Threads accounts are linked, your Threads account can be linked to your Instagram account. I haven't posted on Instagram in I don't know how long, and I'm starting to gain followers on Instagram, okay? I'm gonna look to probably start to get back on Instagram the beginning of next month, right? And combine a lot of the stuff that I have going on with Threads to try to increase my traction, increase the following I'm getting, increase the money that I'm making, okay? So that is something that that's something that I would highly recommend, especially for a beginner. Because here's the thing, right? As is always the case, right? These platforms come, they just open the doors and will let everything fly and pass, right? Eventually it's going to get to a point where when people start catching on to what's happening on Threads and the opportunity that's there are going to be more people coming in, and people are just going to come start spamming the platform and all that kind of stuff. And just like YouTube did with YouTube Shorts, right? At some point, I predict at some point there's going to come a time that they're going to stop allowing like raw links or raw affiliate links, or they'll probably want you to have your own web page or something like that, something that links to your own website first, right? That's if they don't completely take away the ability to put links in posts, right? That's the beauty of the thing. You can put your little thread and your posts and all that, and then have your affiliate link or link to your squeeze page, whatever you want, right there in the post, right? And then it pops up and it has a nice little image with a thumbnail, and people can, people can click on it, right? So it's like, if you have not gotten started on this right now, I'm telling you, go ahead and take advantage of it, right? Because it's, from what I've seen, it's one of the easier ways that I've seen people making, beginners especially, right? I've seen beginners get on there and start making money before I did, because they got on, they started before myself, despite the experience that I have, right, in other areas, right, of affiliate marketing, or using other digital, other platforms for digital marketing and all that type of stuff. But they got in first, right? They got started before I did. I'm seeing so many people making money, some within their first, they'll keep like a journal, and within the, they'll with whatever they're promoting, right? With whatever they decide. By the way, if I didn't mention, you can do this in any niche whatsoever, right? And I've seen people get on, and within the first, some people have made a sale in their first 4 day, on the 4th day, some on the 15th day, some on the 20th day, some on the 2nd day. And then some, people who have been doing digital marketing, affiliate marketing as a whole, who've been struggling, there's some it's taken them as far as like 6 months, 3 months, no sale. So there's a stretch. But one thing I can tell you that typically tends to be the case when I go find out and inquire about the people who have been taking too long to make money, like say maybe like more than say a year, when I go to look and investigate, see what's happening, 9 times out of 10 it's because they're not doing the work, right? It's not enough to just come put in a post or 2 or 3 here and there and expect things to start happening. It requires work, consistency, and patience, right? There's going to be the hardest part is that initial stage where you're putting in the work every single day and not seeing anything in return, right? But you're building, okay? That's a seed that you're planted and you're watering, okay? And then all of a sudden one day you're gonna see, boom, things start taking off, okay? And it is my intention to show you guys that with my current basically this journey that I'm on right now, on my Threads account, right? I've shown it before in the past on previous videos, and the way this is going, I'm probably going to end up making more accounts in different niches and all that type of stuff. But if you're interested in seeing my account right now that I have, that I'm growing, the one I'm talking about to use and make money and all that type of stuff, in an effort to make more money, right? You can just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll link to it, and then you can go check it out, okay? But I would highly encourage you, check out that first link in the description below this video. Go ahead, get that guide, see what it's all about, get started, start learning, and start making money as soon as possible. All right, thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch this video. For those of you who are wondering, it's a Sunday. I typically referee soccer games on, small-sided soccer games Friday nights and all day Sunday, right? So that's like my little part-time gig that I'll be looking to, I'll be stopping this by the end of this year, right? So but anyway, that's that. I'm just saying, because you're probably wondering, like, I'm all here in yellow, right? Just sitting in my car. I'm on my lunch break right now, actually, So I'm just and that's the thing, with this little time that I have here, I'm gonna be on Threads, posting, making little posts and engaging, doing the just in between games. That's the beauty of this. Is that simple, right? Just quotes, posts, whatever the case may be, and then monetizing. You're gonna learn how to do all of that. It's in that guide. But anyway, if you have any preliminary questions, comments, or suggestions that you want to, or that you want to ask or comment on, put them in the comment section below, and I promise I'll respond. I don't have that big of an audience, so I haven't gotten to a point where I'm overwhelmed and can't keep up with comments. Those of you who do comment, you'll know that I always respond. All right. Thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I will catch you in my next one. Ciao.